Right, CocoaPods finished installing the backendless as well. So I'm opening my project. For backendless, unlike the Firebase, it's written in Objective-C. So in order to use it, we need a bridging header, which is going to link our Objective-C code to our Swift. So when you are installing the backendless, by default, it sets the bridging header. So let's go to Build Settings, File, search for bridging header. All right, looks like no, this is the one, Objective-C bridging header. Looks like the new version of backendless doesn't install the bridging header for us, which is actually good because I was going to do my own bridging header. All right, so the easiest way to create a bridging header, just select any of your files here, Command N, or you can say File and you go to New and you say New File. So from here I'm going to select Objective-C file, click Next, give it any name, click Next. Actually make sure here it's a class NS object. Click Next and click Create. And here it says, would you like to configure Objective-C bridging header file? You can say don't create or create, which we are going to create it. So this way Xcode automatically creates a bridging header for us, which is, if you can see here, it says app bridging header.h. This is going to be usually your application name and bridging header. So if we go to our settings now, under Objective-C bridging header, you can see that here it says, it shows the path of our bridging header. So it's inside our application. You can see the file here. And then the file name is app bridging header. So this is the easiest way to create a bridging header. Once we are done, we can select the Objective-C files .h.m and you can just say Command delete and move to trash because we no longer need them. If you couldn't create a bridging header that way, you can still do it in Command N to create and say header file. Click Next, give it some name. We can call this my bridging header. Click Create. This will create it. And then you are going to go to your build settings, navigate to your Objective-C bridging header and make sure that here the path shows your bridging header. So in my case it will be up/mybh.h, and keep in mind it's case sensitive. So this is it. I'm going to delete my custom made bridging header. Again, this bridging header will be set up in starter project, so if you download it you are going to be all set, so don't worry about this. Alright, for our backendless to work, we are going to navigate to our bridging header, and here we are going to import backendless bridging header. So this is an import. We put this is an Objective-C type of import. For Swift we just say import without this mark here. So I'm going to put the file name here, which is backendless bridging header.h. You can find this file name on backendless under help. There is a documentation. Is a very good place to find some information, actually not only for backendless, for any third-party developer. You should always refer to their documentations to find information for you. Same for Firebase. If you go to docs, this will give you all the information on the documentation. You can click on the iOS and here we have all kind of information we may need. Alright, so always keep an eye on the documentation when you are using some third-party libraries or providers. Alright, so this backendless also, you can go to pods and here we should find our backendless, and there should be a file called backendless bridging header. Actually, you can even copy and paste this if you want, just to make sure there are no typos, because otherwise it won't work. .h. Alright, let's close this part. And also we're going to Command P for build. I'm going to check if there are any errors in the application, because we have installed some pods, and then we have installed backendless and linked our bridging header, so it's good time to do a build here to make sure everything is working correctly before we begin. This takes some time to build it. Alright, the build was succeeded, so everything is working. I'm going to choose an iPhone SE to run my application. You can choose any iPhone, or you can choose your device or any of the simulators you want. Just iPhone SE is quite small. Another cool thing about Xcode 9 is you can run on your device that is not even connected through cable, so it's kind of wireless. If you are connected to the same network, you can run the application on your device wirelessly, which is very good from Apple that they finally provide this. Alright, let's go to our main storyboard and see what we have here. I'm going to try to delete this one more time, which doesn't work. Alright, so this is the basic part of setting up our project. From next lecture, I know these 2-3 lectures were quite long and boring because we were doing the setup part. From the next lecture, we are going to start actually building our application, so we are going to have some fun there.